Bro, how do we not destroy this data high right now? Do I use Fib? I only use Fib for premium and discount, so my Fib just looks like this. Birthday's July 25th. Nice. Mine's today. I got 30 minutes left for my birthday. Kids are great. Kids are always great, dude. They're so cool. Yo, thank you, Jew. uh, we're honestly, I don't know why I'm streaming right now. I yeah, I am West Coast, so it's 11:30. Yeah, thank you. I just randomly wait, let me take my headset off now. Just randomly got the urge. I'm in Oregon. I'm 33. I just randomly got the urge last week to start trying to stream London just to see how it goes. Like genuinely just for pretty much just for fun. Like hey, all kinds of July birthdays. I'm gonna do this Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I didn't know that it was gonna be free. That part was an accident, but I mean, if for some reason you guys all enjoy it, then we can do it some more. But let me go get my coffee. My bad. Yo, thank you. So, kind of wild that we didn't take the data high just now. Oh, dude. I was experimenting with chart colors and now I forgot they're all different. Damn, bro. Dude, is that even the one I used? No, it's not. I feel like that's the same. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be streaming London stream or London session. If it's for some reason, dude, bro, listen, don't hate. I'm just, dude, I really don't know the rhyme or reason behind being here right now. Like, besides, I mean, honestly, it's just like a way for continued learning for me. Just because we're gonna do it today, Wednesday, and Friday. Cash Chief. Probably not 2 hours, but we'll see. I mean, if price action is really good for some reason, then I'll just stay on for 2 hours. But yes, I'm bullish. Had a worse Friday, lost my profits. What happened? What'd you do? Talk to me. Yeah, but and overbias towards long. So you over leverage pretty much, or did you? Yeah, happens. No big deal. um, Unfortunately, it's just like we're just gonna have to deal with going through stuff like that as traders. I know it's like it's really easy to turn it into something where you like beat yourself up and make yourself feel bad, but honestly, dude, we're all just people and sometimes stuff happens. So don't beat yourself up, just move on and just go back to trading the way you're supposed to. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, yeah. Thank you, Munchies. All right. I like this. I'm hoping that no major news will give us at least cleaner price action. And then I don't know about the volatility or not, but dude, look at these candles. They're all dojis right now. I wonder if we have an SMT with ES at this data high. No, we don't. But ES is way lower. Bro, quick question. I've been 1 year trading. I've been doing it with my own capital. Would you recommend prop firms? Yeah, prop firms is what I use. Especially when you can copy trade, you can minimize your risk and maximize your leverage all at once if you do it right. Would I be making 20K a month? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you trade. I don't know your statistics. That would be something you'd have to calculate. If I would say if you're consistently profitable with your own capital, then you should be able to take good money out of prop firms pretty easily. Which prop firm is the best? I think that prop firms that are quote unquote the best depends on what you're looking for as a trader. Some prop firms have more difficult payout rules, but you can copy trade a bunch of accounts. I love TPT. And then some people, the focus is on the pricing, right? Like, is it affordable or not? So for affordable plans, I would say the growth plans from Tradeify and the MyFunded Future plans are good. The Take Profit Trader, when they do the no activation fee promo, is really good too, because it's like $102 for a 50K, and there's no activation fee. Alpha Futures also just started a new eval called the Zero plan, and there's no activation fee with them on that plan. Dude, dream scenario, we leave these equal highs at the data high, we manipulate down when London opens, and then we get a long setup to target this data high. That's what I want. Apex is good too, especially if you know what you're doing and you're consistent and you're good at taking base hits. Apex is good. Yo, I think I'm doing all right with the strategy and doing good trades, but my problem is when I get a loss, I'm just losing everything I made in a week trying to make back what I lost. I don't know how to stop it. Okay, you need to allow yourself one trade per day until you can get over that feeling. Let me ask you this. Okay, so we're coming down here. Let me ask you this. How many times have you done that to yourself? Hang on, I'll come back to that, Cash. Yeah, well, you're thinking about the payout instead of trading properly. And that's the first issue. Black and red / pink. Haven't seen that combo. Yo, thank you. I wanted it to be like black and red, but I think when I changed the canvas color background, it made it more pinkish. But the white was just too bright, dude. I can't do it. So it's supposed to be like more red, but I like it like a reddish pink. It's just this 100%, this black 100%, and then all these are just black 100%. Okay, so we are manipulating down, which is what I like to see. And let me come back to Cash Chief's question. How do you avoid bad trading days or bad PA? So, I think I put... No, whatever, I'll just say it. So when price action is doing stuff like this, like where we just overlap back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we like put in highs and we just keep taking highs, but then we come down and we look like we're going to run lows, but we don't. We just stall and then push back up, come down, stall. Like, you see how we keep in here? Basically, bad price action is when inverses are failing. That's like one of the really simple ways to look at it. Like when inverses are failing and they don't hit the targets, it's bad price action, because the inverses should work pretty good if you take the right ones. So when we have like good LRLR down here, we got equal lows, and then we like, I mean, this is actually really bad. This is actually a really good example of bad PA, because see how this is all just back and forth? I'm changing time frames, can't find any clear gaps. Like, I go to the 1 minute and there's just nothing obvious. What I understand last Friday is that if 1 to 2 A plus or A setups fail, then that day is doomed. Yeah, pretty much. Like one thing that I've been noticing is when I'm watching price action and I'm like thinking of, this is where the market's drawing towards, or this is what's about to happen, and the market does not do it. Usually that's the day I try and not trade. Because I feel like if the algorithm is running it up like it's like you expect it to, then you could pretty much read it. Do I expect good at NYAM today? Usually NYAMs on Monday are hit and miss, but it's a no news week. We'll see. Okay. Dude, I hate when there's so many volume imbalances. MNQ data highs are swept. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Always chart on NQ. So this is actually, I like this. So honestly, I would not want any of this to get inversed right now. What I would much rather see is us do this and then get a real manipulation leg down at London Open. Maybe we actually sweep something, get an SMT, and then we could target the data high. But I would much rather this not trigger. I don't want any of this to get inversed right now. London Open is in 10 minutes. I do not regularly trade London, but I have quite a bit, honestly. London is 3 a.m. Eastern time, so. You know what's funny is at first I actually had the up candles as red and the down candles as black, but I was like, why does this seem weird? Like red up candles is like confusing a little bit. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, before starting stream, I was staring dude, when we were pumping up like this. I was like, please don't sweep this high, man. Come on. Like leave the data high. Yeah. Because it is a data high right here. You see this? It's from 10 a.m. news on Friday. So it's a data high. So yeah. It's also equalize. From what I saw, London Open is at 8 a.m. London time, and that's 3 a.m. But I could be wrong. Usually at 12 is when I see price pick up. I thought it was 12. How much do you risk per trade on your 50K, and do you copy trade almost same trade overall accounts? I will risk like between $150 to $200 on fundeds, and on evals I'll probably risk a little more. Like 400. In fact, thanks for reminding me. What the heck? But sometimes, no, I don't want this to trigger. I want us to come down more first. So here's 11:55 or 2:55. Candles are waking up a little bit. You know what is the worst? When short setups look good, but you have a data high above and we're bullish. You guys, I look at these equalos, all this LRLR down here, and then look at all this on the 15-minute. Oh my. Dude, please. Come on. Now that's my real dream scenario. My real dream scenario is that we don't stay bullish. Oops. Shorts this week? No, I am not going to be mentioning shorts when we're this bullish. And so we can do a weekly. So if you look at the daily, does this look like anything we should be shorting? Like, we got this SMT down here on the 1 hour, super nice bullish SMT, and then we're getting like this daily order block here. There's got to be a retracement soon. I would love that. But the problem is when you're this bullish, you have to just wait for the retracement to play out and then try and get in long. It's risky to try and guess the shorts. If you take shorts right now, just go break even fast is the thing. And I wouldn't expect lows to always get hit because when we're this bullish, this is when you start seeing stuff like this, where we just refuse to take lows out. So, but we'll see. Dude, no, I would seriously love that. You have no idea. I don't want to be bullish. And actually, something I mentioned to Amy earlier was, I don't know if you guys will remember this, but do you remember? Let me pull up NQ1. Do you guys remember at the end of last year? I think it was right here, actually. Do you guys remember when we put in this data high up here at all-time highs and just dumped and never came back for it? I think it was... What was that? Oh, no, wait. That's not it. It was... Dude, I can't remember it. Oh. No, I feel like it was a FOMC dump. It was like an afternoon dump. It happened at like 2 p.m., I think. Yeah, I can't remember, but we left the data high up at all time highs and literally just left it there for months. And so I was telling her that that would be super cool if that's what we did right now. Like just left this data high here and then just basically it would be cool to just knife through this 4 hour, take out all this LRLR, maybe even come after this SMT, right? Sweep all this. But like, dude, it would take so much for us to be that bearish at this point. Yeah, it was FOMC dump Palisades. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Someone take one for the team and do something crazy. TPT or MFF. TPT, the eval stage is a little bit more difficult. They require 5 days and they have a consistency rule. And then the other part that sucks is when you get funded, okay, so here's open. The drawdown is unrealized trailing, so it's kind of lame. We are kind of delivering out of this gap. We didn't really sweep anything, but when you're this bullish, unrealized drawdown is when your drawdown for your account trails you while you're live in trades instead of at the end of the day. Instead of calculating at the end of the day. Yeah, it sucks. Hey, this is pretty good momentum, actually. How big is this volume imbalance? Not very big, so 3 men. Probably want to wait for this 1 minute. Dang, man. I was hoping we would actually come sweep something first. But you know what? Maybe we put in this LRLR here and sweep the data high. Yeah, 2 minute would be good too. 2 minutes definitely more singular. So we'd have the delivery from here. Good break even spot here. Why do I feel like this is going to pump invalid, bro? Yeah, then you have this gap to the left, but we have a data high above, so I don't know. I would have rather have seen us sweep a low. It would give me more confidence in any long setup, but we kind of just barely came down, didn't sweep anything. So it's kind of mid. Everything was kind of mid at this moment. I'd rather have a sweep. See, now, if we were to put in some more equal highs, good targets, then come down and actually sweep something, I'd be more convinced to take a long. But I mean, I feel like you could probably hear it in my voice that it's just like, meh. You'll know it's a good one because I'll get real excited about it. It usually starts with a, oh my God. What's up, EJ? So we left equal highs. But no, I would have rather had a sweep. Yeah, that would be nice. Smashing the buy signal. Yeah, I really don't like how this just stalled like that. Dude, ES leaves equal highs and lows all over the place. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why I have that turned on in here. ES looks like it's a little more wanting to go after the highs. Excuse me. So, not a very lively open. It wasn't invalid. It just wasn't good. 5 minute long? No. Honestly, I want to see a sweep. Like, it looked like we had some good momentum here, and then it just died. I feel like if we had a good sweep, we would not die like that after getting this much momentum through. And actually, it wasn't the best close because it had to go. It came after this. We're quite high. Yeah, but we're bullish. Longs will work in premium still, is the thing. Like, I would prefer to see a sweep, but that doesn't mean this won't work. I mean, it's definitely holding, so this does look good to keep going. What price level are you looking for a sweep? Any of these lows. If we I'm gonna draw this BPR over because excuse me. How you doing? For sure. I'm gonna draw out this 1 minute BPR because I think if we rip through the data high, that'll be my next thing to look at. And you know what? This is funny. Maybe it's just because I'm used to watching New York and just like thinking these candles should be moving a lot quicker than they are. Maybe that's it too. Like, I feel like once we got this inverse here with like on this 1 minute, yeah, this looks good. Did anybody take any of these? 1 minute, 2 minute? The 2 minute was probably the cleanest. W. It was break even. How'd you get break even? Did you go break even when price came up here and took this high? Is that why? I guess. I don't know. With the data high above like that, I'm not going break even until we hit this. Here. That was the original break-even spot that I had called out. So now you should be break-even. So definitely want to see us go through this gap and this volume imbalance. Whoa, don't do that. Went B on the equal highs. These, when these equal highs got taken. Nice. So, I mean, every time frame is telling us that this wants to go for the data high, right? But it's just not the smoothest delivery so far. But everything screams that that's where we want to go. So, oops, dude. Okay, that's a good candle. Really good candle. So there's a minute 41 seconds left for this 2 minute to close. Would really like to see this close above on this candle. If it doesn't, that's not ideal. But we'd have this 2 minute order block up. Got another 2 minute order block underneath. Got this 2 minute V shape delivering out of here. I mean, other than no sweep. So it's an A setup. It's definitely an A setup. You know what? After looking back at it, I almost want to say that this could have been our sweep right here. But it's kind of weak. Closed out BE 1 second after I said it. Rip. Yeah, it's no sweep, so not A plus. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Could you consider this a sweep right here? Tell me what you think. This little wick right here, is that a sweep? Could probably call that a sweep. Yeah, it's an internal sweep. It's kind of trash. I would not really, I don't know. It's mid. It's not really a sweep. Yeah, this is definitely mad slow. Like, okay, we leaving equal highs again still, though. I mean, when you zoom in on the 1 minute, though, right? Technically, here's an internal swing. So we did sweep that. It's not like a textbook sweep, but okay. Good momentum. Yeah. So we do have a little bit of an SMT here right now. I don't really think it's that important, but I'm going to point that out just because. Oops. Chat. I literally have coasters for my cups, and I'm sitting over here, sitting my iced coffee on the desk and leaving ring marks, bro. What time is it? It's 12:15 a.m. for me right now. Bro, I sacrificed cold fingers. I wiped it up. I don't think this SMT is relevant, but I'll mark it. Yeah, it's a bearish SMT, but I don't think it's going to matter. This data high is going to get wrecked. See, like, dude, see how unfortunate this is? Tell me how much nicer it would have been to get into a long for this data high from down here instead. Like, that's what I was hoping for, was we would actually come sweep something down here and get in from, just a better entry. Like, we could have came down and tapped into any of this and gotten along instead, but it's fine. It's just better RR, I guess. Not that it matters that much. I mean, 10 points is 10 points. Rage bait. What's up, liquidity? Okay. I got faith in this data. Nah, I got faith in this data. There's no way. I mean, sometimes when it's slow, it just gives us a chance to talk about other stuff too, All right. So bang, there's the data high. Could probably scale a little there and leave runners if you want. I'm going to do this probably for this week anyway. It'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I am going to just see how people like it and decide if I want to keep doing it or not. Yeah, I would definitely scale there. My next target would be this 1 minute BPR. We also have this high right here that I'd like to see get hit. It's really close. Wednesday as in start. Yeah, so it'll be Tuesday for me, but it'll technically be Wednesday AM. 2:30 is a data high. What do you mean? If I buy 20 Apex news, I sell 10 and buy the other 10 to get. Wait, what? Sell 10 and buy the other to get 10 pass per trade on news. Would I look for a reversal sell here? No. I think we're gonna reach up higher. Oh, I deleted that. For at least this high. And then let me mark this out too. Actually, we got this 4-minute gap right here. Oh, sorry, NK. Let me go back. I am confused between scaling or trailing. I can't decide. Valid question. I would definitely have scaled because this has not been the most impressive run up. So I would have probably scaled for sure. And then probably you could trail your stop to this low. London is always like this. I mean, I have seen times where London has been decent, man. But it must have just been a lucky day or something. Maybe that was just when PA was good every day, every session. I know, it's been going for 20 minutes. Anyone still holding runners? Apex doesn't have a news trading rule. You can do that. To pass the evals, you can do news trading. Yeah, I don't think MFFU has a news trading rule on eval either, actually, or Tradeify. But their accounts are just a little more expensive, but they don't have an activation fee, so. And you can't. They don't have 20, obviously. Yeah. The setup was this 2-minute inverse. So we didn't really have that good of a sweep, but we came down and delivered from this 2-minute gap right here, and then we got this V shape up, plus the data high above, so something like that. You can do opposite 10-10 to get funded quick. Yeah, you can. Liquidity. Well, does not. What do you mean doesn't work? You can do news trading on Apex. Hey, that's not up to me. That's that's their issue, not mine. I'm just answering the question that they're asking. That part's on them. Footboard pattern trades. This looks like it's going to be a break-even trade. Dude, that was like the weakest sweep of data high of all time. We barely went over it. We did not go for this high either. Not very exciting. No gaps on any time frame, so yeah, no, it was a good trade, and honestly, you could still be in runners, so like I still personally think this is gonna continue higher, but I don't know. Different sessions have different characteristics, and sometimes what you expect to happen doesn't happen. I had my alarm set for 2:30, and I heard Dodgy say "wakey wakey." You laugh. Must have accidentally hit the join button instead of my alarm. That's funny. Um, Normally, what liquidity sweep would you look for? 15-minute, 1 hour, two. So it depends. I just really like. I like really, really obvious swing points that are inside of fair value gaps. So stuff like this low here. See how this low tapped into this fair value gap? And then we got a bullish reaction and never came back. So if let's say we didn't take the data high just now, right? And instead, well, actually, this is, yeah. So instead of doing that, let's say we came down and swept that low and delivered from this gap instead. Now that I would have liked a lot more. Because now, not only do you have a liquidity sweep, but it improves your RR a little bit too. Oh, Amy, what is you doing? You supposed to be sleeping, boo. Random question: have you ever made 6 or 7 figures from trading? No, not yet, but I freaking promise you I will. Could you please go over breaker block? Oksana Reliable said there is a breaker block here, but I thought a breaker block needs liquidity block. There's a breaker block here. So from my understanding, a breaker block is basically a failed order block. So here's a really good one actually. So you see how on the 1 hour time frame we put in this OB here, but we didn't continue lower. We just turned around and came back, so that's a breaker. How many accounts you traded max together at the same time? I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2. I think the most PAs that I've had going at once so far in my career was like 18. But some of those are gone. Wouldn't that be a mitigation block without a sweep? So this is funny. I know I'm going to get questions like this, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know too much about mitigation blocks. And I'm just going to be honest. I won't try and feed you something that I'm going to make up on the spot. I genuinely don't know. At your level, what problem comes which leads to blown accounts? Not being able to take a loss. Genuinely. Dude, when you can't take a loss and it drives you nuts when you take one, it's so crazy, bro. It's so hard, dude. I'll tell you what, majority of my blown accounts usually have come after a win streak because I'll take a loss and get pissed. What the hell, bro? I just won 6 days in a row. Why did I take a loss just now? It can't be real. Switching to minis. Exactly. It's crazy, dude. Just goes to show you could be a genius on these charts, but if you don't have your self-control locked in, you're not shit. Yeah, it's just it's here's the thing. If you are taking a loss to the point where it makes you mad, you might just be risking too much, to be real. Yeah, I know, dude. I was just trying to cope, but you're calling me out, so I honestly hate it, bro. I hate the feeling of being wrong, I can't lie. This would come back down to the break even. Dude, it's like all right. This is interesting. Oh wait, never mind. I just have my candles way extended, bro. This is dead. What's the worst day? Oh, dude, Friday. Bro, mine's Friday so bad to the point where I barely trade Fridays because it's so bad. Man, Fridays are notorious for ruining my weekends. Because then you end the day Friday just plotting on Monday after that. So I'll see you Monday, I swear on everything. Wake up Saturday, trying to sleep all day, get to the market quicker. Oh, don't you worry. I'll over leverage Monday and make it all back. Dude. Playing card games with the wife, picturing A+ setups. For real. Okay, but here's what happens. Hang on, I want to show everybody this. With this strategy, if you stick to it and do it right and stay disciplined, right? The win streak, if you manage your risk, will actually do all the heavy lifting for you. So for me, like a red day kind of just starts the streak over, in my opinion. And that's the mindset that I try and keep so that way taking a loss feels better. Because I take a loss and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Win streak starts over. Kind of the PA that I was expecting, honestly. We did take one win, though. Small dub. Targeted the data high. I'm sure we all just made Dodgy proud. Yeah, appreciate that, Sam. There is a lot of bearish LR. Yeah, I know. I love it. I want to see it get destroyed. See all this? These equalos. And then even further, there's way more. And then even further, there's more. Woo-wee. I love it. But why not consider short? Because higher time frame is still bullish. Like when When you zoom out more, though, this just doesn't look like we're gonna. Yeah. Do you usually short to LRLR or wait to sweep them in long? So it's gotta go along with the bias, honestly. Um, but now let's say for some reason, if we just start death candling, that can change. That can change things. But at this point in time, I am much rather waiting for shorts to play out and then take a long. So we got all of these highs here. I don't know what this is and why it's here, but I gotta get rid of it. Can you maybe tell us something about Amy's lesson tomorrow? Nope. That is all ran by her. I have no idea. She's gonna be running that thing. But here, no, not here. In the other spot. Yeah. Like even I'm excited because she literally told me, she's like, you're just gonna sit there. You're gonna be up on. Oops, my bad. I was trying to change time frames. Whoops. Why is Tradeovate glitching? What's it doing? I got my Tradeovate. What other spot? I don't know how to answer this. How do I answer this without self-promoing? Hey, little MacBookaroonie. Nice. Dude, I did it again, bro. I keep clicking over to... All right, I'm sorry. There we go. Just in there typing one for no reason. Okay, now, here's what I will say. See how we're kind of putting in these lows? And we got this LRR here. And you see how we didn't really sweep this? Now, if we do something like this, come up, tap into this gap, sweep the high, or there's also a 4-minute gap right here too. But if we sweep, wait, actually, let me mark that out. Now, let's say we come up, sweep the highs, tap into these gaps, and then get a V shape back down. I could consider that. Only because there is good targets below. Love the London streams. Yeah, bet. No, liquidity, they don't. On Apex, I feel like that's how. Isn't that how Dodgy does it, though? Some accounts he goes the opposite, doesn't he? I don't know. I've never done the pass method, so. If I do the pass method, it's going to be on 250Ks. Yeah, MFFU is fire. Price is pretty dead, honestly. I don't know. I don't use the experts. Yep. I know I'm about to pull up Rocket League on my other screen. Just kidding. Yeah, it's like, I mean, we swept the high, but not really. You know, we kind of just tapped it. We barely tapped it and like just started retracing. So I don't know. Maybe this gives us hope for a we're just moving stupidly. Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe this gives us hope for a setup, a better setup. So we do have a bearish SMT here. Um, we do have this 2 minute down. But like, I'm not looking for shorts, man. I just, nothing in my heart is telling me it's a good idea to take a short right now. And these little internal SMTs are like trash. I rarely like using them. I like SMTs like this one down here. Whew. Now that's fire. Now that's an SMT right there. Man, that's so good. But I mean, look how close we are to all-time highs again. There's no way we should be shorting. Uncle Chat. Liquidity grab and reversal. If market sweeps above 23,000 but fails to hold, watch for a rejection wick or bearish engulfing candle. Okay. All right, chat. Well, you're going to have to come to my computer and press the button for me because I'm not brave enough to listen to what the hell you're telling me to do. Dude, I love all these lows down here. Jeez. Plus this SMT. Such a good target, but I feel like we're so bullish that it's like a million miles away. This 2 minute trigger? No. Dude, drinking a cold brew cup of coffee at 1 a.m. feels diabolical. Yet here I am. Right now I'm watching to see if 15-minute time frame creates a bearish SMT with ES. I mean, we're pretty close. Yeah, so let's take a look at what he's talking about. So I wonder. So, oh my. Okay, so we have an SMT with the data high. ES did not take the data high. That's why we got such a weak sweep on NQ. ES is lagging behind. See this? Here's the data high for ES. Now, does that mean we're going to get a bearish reaction? No, it could just mean that we are still going to go higher. So, could just be slow grind for now. And then we'll just like get a random push. If the plan is to take the data high. It's kind of weird that we have an SMT with that right now. Like we barely got the sweep on NQ. Like I think it was at 95, right? Yeah, so literally barely ticked it. And ES is way down here. Well, not way down here, but I guess that is kind of far. Oh, no, it's not. So, looking a little uncorrelated right now. So, somebody asked earlier, when's a good time to avoid price action? Well, when it looks like this. See how we're literally getting up candles on NQ and doji / down candles on ES. We barely took the data high on NQ, but we're way down here on ES. It's not ideal. What you would want to wait for is for us to get some momentum and expand out of this little range that we're in and have things start looking more correlated. So instead of one going up and one going down, what if we were already in the trade? What do you mean? The 1 minute or the 2 minute long? You still in it? Yeah, I mean, if you're already in it, then that's great. That's the play you should have been in because it's the only one we've gotten. Have you scaled at all? I definitely would have scaled when we hit the data high. Did not. Well, I mean, you could be all right. We did just get this. No, actually, we didn't get anything. I like trailings. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. The data high is from last Friday. $10 a.m. Scaled at data high, holding 2 runners, slow grind, W. Well, it may not have been a complete banger, but we're taking wins on day one, chat. That's kind of fire. So slow, so choppy. So look at these on the 2 minute. See how this looks on NQ versus how ES, we just got like this 2 minute V shape with this SMT up top. Like, so we did get the inverse on ES, but it didn't trigger on NQ. Another bad sign. I hate taking inverses when they don't trigger on both. That's another thing. to note. Okay. So if you're looking at a 2-minute inverse and price is not correlated like this, and one of them gets the inverse and the other doesn't, I don't usually like taking those. Yeah. In QNES. So like this one, for example, this 2-minute triggered, but right here NQ it never closed below. So if I was looking to take that and I looked over here and saw that, I wouldn't like it as much. Especially with how uncorrelated this is and slow. Yep, for sure. So just entered a macro, I think. Could have fooled me. Not the most exciting one. Mm-mm. No, I'm going to start with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and just see how it goes. And if it goes good, I'll think about where to go from there. I really don't know why. It just felt like it sounded fun. It's 1 a.m. Well, 12:50 a.m. Yeah, I know. I'm sipping coffee like a psycho, dude. Freaking serial killer stuff. Sounds good. I'm from the UK, so seeing a stream as I wake up at a.m. from you guys is wild. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like we're going to run these highs right now during this macro. Like, dude, we got these triple equal highs. This came right here. We got this high. Bro, you want to monetize London session? Tell the truth. No, not really. So here's the thing. Does it sound like it could be cool? Yeah, but I personally don't feel like I have enough experience to do that yet. So I'm just using it as a way for myself to keep learning and to be involved with the community and just help others if I can. That's mainly why. For sure, Tom. Left more equal highs. Come on, man. Don't tell me this isn't going to pump. Pump, pump, pump. Dude, it would be funny if it dumped, but like there's just no way. Like this has got to pop any second, dude. There's no way. More equalize. Where's this pop candle at? Maybe at 55. We'll speed up. So pump, pump, pump. You'd love a dump right now, bro. Chill. Equal highs. It's equal highs by out of options, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, chill, bro. We got people in long. Bro's preying on the downfall. Come on, man. We gotta be reaching up. Could look at GBP pair. Oh, dude. This is the problem. Is I've only traded NQ and I only look at NQ and ES ever, bro. I'm so boring. What up, sweaty spaghetti? How are you, man? Bro, what are these candles doing? Chat. Come on. Oh, yeah. We got this 2 minute up to the data high. I think some people are still in runners. Okay. Here comes this pop, bro. It better be. Give me 1 sec. Dang, man. Yeah, of course. I'm like still really waiting for this to pop. Like, there's no way. Later. Okay. Look at this 1 hour, dude. This 1 hour looks like it's gonna just go up and up and up and up. Probably within the next not too much longer, honestly. Okay, so we're reaching up for these 4 minute and this 1 minute gap. Probably up for these highs too. ES. Look at this though. Do you guys see this? You guys see how literally we're going the opposite direction? Not ideal. We tapped into this 4-minute. ES is way down here, dude. SMT's all over the place. Like, I just wanted to see us pop over those highs. We finally did, but including this one. No. Where's the line? There we go. Such a bearish reaction, dude. This price action is not clean at all. Okay. Here we're going to get a push, I think. Yes, sir. Bang. I would hold this long until ES takes this data high. If you're still in that long, NK. So we just are ripping through everything right now. Freaking W trade, dude. That makes me hyped. Bro, no way. If London opens actually not till 1 a.m. my time, I'm cooked. Can't do that. Ooh. Okay. 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 Bro, what is going on? Maybe we do not want this data high on ES. Bro, there's no way. Wow. Well, NK, you might be cooked. Okay, good. Yeah, that is not a good reaction right there, dude, at all. It's all good. Still a good trade. Dang, bro. Why is volatility? This is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, we may have to adjust stream start time then. Because I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half for no reason if we don't start moving till 1, actually. So we might have to. We might have to start at 12:30 instead. Damn, bro. That's so late. I genuinely thought it was at 3. I know, it's ridiculous. Should be going for it now. Interesting. There's no way we don't get another pop here, dude. Yeah, that's understandable. I'm not even gonna try and like sugarcoat it. That's fair, bro. I would try and say, no, it's fine, dude, it's fine. But yeah, I can understand that. That's valid. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It's at 3. When I look it up, it says it opens at 3. Market hours 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And right now it's 9 a.m. there, so it should have been open for an hour. And this is not very clean delivery. Not very correlated, not very smooth, not very many gaps being put in. It's kind of mid. Come on, ES. What setting do you put for the liquidity time frame on the indicator? What indicator? I don't use it. Yeah, 15-minute just literally looks like we just want to come to here. To be honest. But then you look at ES. Okay, there's the data high finally. Yeah, dude. Rip. It's all good though. There's way cleaner trades to be in. But yeah, that is toxic. I'm not gonna front. Tumen was break even, but he didn't go break even. So, I mean, Tumen was a scale break even because if you didn't scale when NQ hit the data high, that was kind of a mistake. If ES sweeps NYAM highs and NQ does not, do you treat it like it did or not? I saw a few times ES swept, NQ didn't, and the reversal was still clean. Well, if we got a sweep on one and not the other, then it's an SMT, right? So you can use that as a reversal confluence. What do you mean? If ES sweeps NYAM highs and NQ does not, that would be an SMT. Oh, it is? Okay. I was like, what do you mean? I had to read it again. I was like, how? Does London rip all time highs? 1 minute short? No way, bro. Look at this. I can't. It's only a 2 point gap. No way. Oof. Womp womp. All right, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired, and I think I'm gonna hop off and go to bed. But I appreciate everyone for being here. It's fun. For sure. Cheers. All right. course. Later, everyone. Have a good night.